come at it with maturity. You need to come at it with honesty and genuinely as well. Hey there, Scorpio, and welcome to your week of October 25th, 2021 General Tarot reading. Oh, we got the star flipping for you already. That's nice. Wish upon a star, Scorpio. But we're going to look at, pop out for you. We're going to look at your energy coming into this week, some possible challenges you might be facing, as well as some possible outcomes for you. We're going to clarify all those cards and tie everything off with a oracle card at the end of the reading, so you're going to want to stick around for all that. These are general readings though, Scorpio, so some, all, or none of this may resonate with you. That's okay. Just take what resonates, leave the rest. If something doesn't click with you, it's just not your message. Just don't worry about it. So let's get into this. We got the Four of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Cups here for you. This is how you're coming in, Scorpio. So King of Wands, I love that for you. You're coming in a very bold, passionate way, fearless. I love that. And you're also chasing after the things you really want, which I feel like things that are being offered to you currently with the Four Cups are dissatisfying, not what you want, right? So that's nice. I feel like you're not taking what's being given because it's just being given, like it's free. It's one thing. I used to work with some people, and we'd get like here's like a free Christmas dinner or something, and they'd be like, why aren't you going? And I'd be like, well, I don't really like what they like, whatever it was that they had on offer that year. And they're like, why not? It's free food. It's like, so what if you don't like it? It's free. It's like, well, that doesn't mean I want to take it. Like, I'm not, it's like, I could take a dump in your mouth right now. Sorry for the imagery on that, but that's free. You want that? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like the kind of, like, that's what I see. It's like, just because like I give you a free punch in the face, like, do you want it? Like, it's free. Why don't you want it? It's free. Like, that's so silly to me. That's such a dumb concept. But anyway, I feel like you're just like, they're offering you what you don't want, and you're like, no, I'm not taking it. I'm going after what I want. Love that. Seven of Cups here as well. You got a lot of options in front of you here of what you do want to take. So I love that. That's fantastic. So I feel like you have a lot of ways you can go, possibilities. I feel like there's a lot of things that interest you at this time as well, Scorpio. So I'm liking that. That's awesome. So let's take a look. Sorry about that dump comment. So let's take a look. We got some pop outs here for you, Scorpio, in your challenge position. So let's see what else we got here for you. I'm going to be apologizing for that this whole video and probably in the comments section afterwards. So we got the Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Swords here in your challenge position. So Three of Cups here, it might be like your community is trying to offer you this that you don't want. Could be anything. Might be a case, as another example from my life. My favorite band used to be AC/DC, and for a long time that was AC/DC, and then I changed my mind, and my new favorite band became Iron Maiden, and I love Iron Maiden. It's still my favorite band, but my parents, I told them that, and they still kept giving me AC/DC stuff, and it's like, well, I like it, but this isn't really what I wanted. I asked for Iron Maiden stuff, and they're like, well, we couldn't find it, but you like these guys, right? And like, that might be what's happening, is like your community might be trying to give you stuff that, like, well, you like it, but it might not be what you want exactly, and you're trying not to be a jerk about it. Like, I get with the Queen of Swords here about being honest and truthful and not taking any BS off of anyone. That might be a real challenge for you, because you don't want to be mean to these people, right? We got the Seven of Swords here as well, being protective, trying to not hurt anyone, right? He's taking these swords away so they can't be used on himself or others. Like, I just feel like you're being given stuff that it's fine, but you don't want to hurt people's feelings by rejecting it, right? You don't want to be you don't want to be perceived as like a bad person, even though it's not necessarily something that fulfills you or satisfies you, right? So let's take a look at your possible outcomes here for this situation, Scorpio. I'm going to apologize about that dump comment every chance I get. I'm so sorry about it. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got cards flipping through the deck here a ton, but let's see what we got here for you, Scorpio. We got the Queen of Wands, very interesting. We got the Fool, and we've got the Emperor, interesting. I do like all that. That's fantastic. We got the King and Queen of Wands showing up in this reading, divine counterparts. So this could be for you, where it's kind of this is your energy, and then the Queen of Wands is here in your resolutions. I feel like it could be just you again, like the King. You could be the Queen of Wands as well. Don't worry about gender. It's just energy. It's just what you put out. But it can also be divine counterparts. It could be like you and your partner. And again, the gender roles could be reversed. Doesn't matter. So that's very interesting. Maybe that's who's offering you up this stuff you don't want, and you're trying to be nice to them. Could be that. It could also just be a situation where it's like you need to move into the Queen of Wands energy, where you take more of a nurturing role, a motherly role, like you try to be gentle with people, not trying to be too harsh here. We also have the Fool, so starting up something new. Maybe you need to open up a new dialogue with these people, or whoever it is, and kind of be honest with them and kind of talk with them. And you need to be mature about it. As you can tell, we have a lot of maturity here. We've got two queens, a king, and the emperor, the big boss here, the emperor. So I feel like you need to start something new, and you kind of need to come at it with maturity. You need to come at it with honesty and genuinely as well. We've got the emperor here. The emperor represents someone who's authoritative, someone who is, in power, someone who has control of things. They're the one to give the orders and stuff. But like I was talking about, when you'd be kind of more of a gentle way, the emperor can be a tyrant if you let him. Right? If you want to be the boss and you're just like, I'm giving orders, I'm dictating, this is what we do, it's my way or the highway. I feel like with the Queen of Wands here, you need to take a more of a motherly, nurturing, like gentle approach with this, right? When you're kind of trying to let them know who's in charge, let them know what the deal is. You gotta kind of be like, hey, like, I understand like why you might be doing this and stuff, but you gotta cool your jets on it. The Emperor is also Aries card, so you may have Aries in your chart. If you do, let me know down in the comments below. Always love to hear that, or you might be dealing with an Aries as well. So that's interesting. So let's get some clarifiers going, see if we can clear this up a little bit here for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for being here, Cancer, making it this far with me. I appreciate it so much. We're going to, again, get some clarifiers going. We're going to tie everything off with an oracle card after that, though, so you are going to want to stick around for that. Thank you again for being here, Aries, Scorpio, and let's see what we got for you, all right? Got the Five of Pentacles, got the Nine of Pentacles, and we got Cancer coming in here with a Chariot card. Interesting. You water signs have all been up in each other's business today. It's very interesting. You popped into Pisces reading. Pisces popped into Cancers, and now Cancer's coming in at you. So very interesting. So the Five of Pentacles here is a kind of a card of maybe you feel a little left out in the cold at this time. Just because, like, again, people are kind of offering you up stuff you don't want. Maybe you feel like they're offering you up garbage, right? That's not what you want. You don't want trash. Or maybe you feel like you need to dig around in the trash in the hopes that you will find what you're looking for, right? It might be that kind of a situation where it's just like you're being offered stuff and it's like, well, I might as well like be looking through the garbage to try and find what I want here because you're not giving it to me here. But there is salvation to be had. You can see there's these lights in the distance, this sort of like hotel looking thing here. It's refuge for you if you're willing to ask for it, if you're willing to seek it out, right? If you're willing to like talk with this person, I feel like or talk with these people, and there's, you can get out of this and you can be brought back into the warmth. So I love that. Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're very independent at this time as well. Very much working with what you got, enjoying, what you've been putting forward here. And maybe out of necessity, again, I feel like, maybe someone's not offering you what you want at this time. We also got the Chariot sign of Cancer. You might have Cancer in your chart, might be dealing with a Cancer. Let me know down below. But the Chariot is a card of success. It's a card of moving fast. It's a card of as above, so below, right? So when you have your mind and your actions lining up together, things are just working out great. But I feel like you're trying to make things go your way. The Knight of Wands, or the King of Wands rather, is someone who goes after what they want. The Chariot is also a card of going after what you want and having the power to make that happen. I feel like you can get what you want out of this situation. You just need to, you know, you need to take a certain approach to it, right? Maybe not a particular approach for everybody, of course, but there is a certain way to do it. Like there's a solution, and I know you have the capabilities to do it. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got here for clarifiers for your challenges here, Scorpio. Jumping Jehoshaphat's here. Let's see. Let's see what we got. We got for you the Page of Wands. We got the Nine of Swords. And we've got the Lovers. So that's Gemini's card. Might be a Gemini you're dealing with as well at this time. If that's the case, let me know down below. Or it might be a Gemini in your chart too. But interesting that the Lovers came out and we have the Knight and Queen of Wands, or the King. You call him the Knight. But we got the King and Queen of Wands, the Lovers as well. Lovers represents a soulmate. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is probably your significant other or whoever you have for a partner at this time. That's offering you up something that you don't want necessarily. With the Nine of Swords, it feels like this person just wants to get away, right? They feel like they're in danger here. That might be that kind of a case for you. It might feel like you just want to get away. You just don't want to deal with this situation. You just want to move on, but you can't. Like you feel like you're stuck here and you're just kind of being experimented on by this person. Like they're just kind of doing whatever they want with you, but you can't go anywhere. You can't say anything. You can't be honest with them. You know, you're afraid to hurt their feelings and such. With the Page of Wands here as well, this person might be younger than you, maybe a little more immature, or maybe someone who is a little naive, right? Maybe they feel like this is just, you know, I don't know for yourself, if you ever dealt with someone who is like, they look up how relationships work online and like, you know, at this stage in a relationship, you should do X, Y, and Z, you know, that kind of a thing. When really relationships have, like there is a general framework, of course, with relationships, but there's no like set date and time things go like that. I used to date a girl that was like that. She was just like, you know, by the time, you know, we're 3 months dating, you should have done this and I should have done that and all this. And I was like, it doesn't work like that. Like I've never, you know, it's like I've never encountered a relationship in my life that ever operated exactly like that, like myself or friends or family who have ever been in relationships. So very interesting, very interesting. Let's take a look at your clarifiers for your outcome cards though here, Scorpio. See what's going on here too. All right, we got the King of Wands yet again. That's you coming out strong yet. Ace of Wands too, wow. And the Queen of Swords coming up again. Interesting, interesting. Wow. Wow. Oh, excuse me. But we got the King of Wands repeating here with the Queen of Wands now. They're together. So I feel like you two need to get on the same page here. Like with the Queen of Swords, you need to be honest with them, right? That's pretty simple. You feel like you can't be, but you just got to be. Like you got to clear the air here. It's, you know, it's better that you kind of tell them how you know, how you feel about this, how, you know, like this isn't what you want or whatever, like whatever they're offering up to you, you gotta let them know, because if you don't, like, you're just gonna be stuck doing this all the time, and that's gonna suck. It's gonna suck for you, and that's not fair to you. And like, if they found out eventually, like through like, you know, friends of a friend or something like that, you don't like what they're offering you, then they're gonna be devastated. Like, why couldn't you be honest with me? Why didn't you just tell me, right? That lying never gets people anywhere, right? How many, like, I want you to, like, if you know how many relationships you've ever encountered in your life, like where, like whether you've been in them or like a friend of yours or somebody you know has been in a relationship where like a simple talk, like a simple just honest heart-to-heart talk would have just solved everything, but they didn't do it and the relationship ended because of that. Like how often have you seen that happen? I've seen it happen a ton. And that's what I'm feeling here. Is like, you just need to be honest with them. Again, you don't need to be like brutally honest, but just be truthful with them, right? Just kind of be like, okay, like I appreciate the, you know, I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the thought you're trying to put in here, but no, I got a level with you. This isn't really what I'm looking for. This isn't really what I want. And like, let's talk about that a bit, right? And just, you know, let them down easy. Don't be mean about it, right? Ace of Wands telling you just go for it. Queen of Swords, as we talked about, just be honest, just be truthful. And the King of Wands, that's you. Like, I feel like that's you carrying through this reading. And again, don't worry about gender. I just feel like that's you carrying through here. Like you still kind of going for what you want. You got to keep and maintain that, right? Just keep being you and keep going after what you want here, Scorpio. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got for our oracle card to tie everything off with here for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for making it this far. I hope this has been resonating with you. I hope this has been helping you out. But let's see what we got. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. That's what you got to do. Trust in the magic. Trust that your partner is going to be mature enough to handle this, right? Trust that you can handle this in a delicate way. Like you're coming in as yourself, and both your energy coming in and in your resolution. Like you've got that kind of power. The Chariot, you're strong enough. You can succeed. Like you just got to get your mind and what your actions in line with each other, and that way you will have success. That way this will work out. You got to trust that everything is going to work out, and that you can have this talk with this person. You can confront them with the truth, and they will handle it in a positive manner. Like this could be very easily a situation where you tell them, like, you know, you'd be like, hey honey, I appreciate you're trying to give me this, and I love the thought, I love the effort you're putting in, but I don't really care for that. I would prefer something like this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like you might build it up in your head, and it might be way worse in your head than it is in reality. So if you want to help out the channel here, Scorpio, you can always leave a like down below. You can subscribe to the channel. You can share this video. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio, and I hope to see you in the next video.